y'all. We're going to make something so quick and so easy today because it's lunchtime. And I absolutely know that you have all of this in your kitchen right now. And so we're going to make it. All right, y'all. Come on. Let me see who's watching. 2 people. Surely more than that. There we go. There's 3 people. I see hearts and everything else going up. I'm undoing my cheese. Listen, y'all. You've got all this in your kitchen. You have no excuses today. You don't have to go to the grocery store or anything. So take you out a pan like this. Hey, y'all. Hey, Linda. Hey, Catherine. Hey, Rose. Wants to join your video. Well, come on and join it, darling. Here's Candace is up, and Beth. Hey, Miss Brenda, she says. And there's Charlotte. Get you a pan with a little bit of a side. Put your little grease on there. Not as much as I just did. Smear it around. All right. Now then, what we're going to do is your film on your side kind of cloudy or is it clear? Mine's cloudy on this side. I think I got face grease on the front of my phone. Maybe the camera's clear. All right, so y'all listen. How many of you have a tomato in your house? Raise your hand. Raise your hand if you've got a tomato in the house. I know you do. All right. Hey, love you and your recipes. Thank you, Betty. Here's Sharon coming in. All right, y'all listen. Come on now. I asked a question. How many of you have a tomato in your house? Raise your hand. Give me a heart. Do something. All right, how many of you have a piece of a zucchini? Or a zucchini or a yellow squash in your house? All right, you got those 2 things? Well, then you got the main ingredients. All right, how many of you have a little piece of cheese of some sort? Maybe some mozzarella, maybe some weird kind, maybe some sharp cheese. How many of you have this in your house? All right, then we're fixed to use it right now. And y'all, this dish is so easy, and you're going to absolutely love it. Let me turn you down just a little bit where you can see what's going on right here. Take your big tomato and have a sharp knife and cut slices. Well, since that one has that thing in the middle, I'm gonna cut that out. Do not peel your tomato. Just don't peel it. This is a good little dish for y'all. It only takes about, just a few minutes, and you're gonna absolutely love it. You want your tomato to be a little on the thick side, kind of like that. Can you kind of see it? All right, I'm going to cut me another slice, and I'm putting it on this dish right here. All right, so we're making something for lunch. I've got my oven set on 400 degrees, and the reason I've done that is because I want it to be hot before I turn it on broil. We're fixed to turn it on broil. I think last year I showed y'all this, and you dearly loved it. All right, so I got my tomato slices on here. On that last piece, I think I'm going to cut a little bit of that skin off of there. The peeling off of that one. Good afternoon. Is it afternoon? Yes, it is, isn't it? I'm eating late. I am eating late. I'm just as barefooted as a goose. Look at that. Because my floor in here is cold and it feels so good that I just want to have this cold floor. All right, you've got this done. Easy peasy. All we did was grease our pan, cut up our tomato. Take your zucchini and cut it in circles, and you want it a little bit thinner than your tomato. About like that. And place it around on here. Y'all aren't going to believe this now. I'm telling you. You're going to come back to this for a quick meal. Every time you turn around, you'll be making you one of these. You might be sitting in the house tonight and decide you want one of these things. And so when you do, then make it. Get up out of your seat and go in there and make it. This is going to be my lunch today. All I'm going to have is tomato and zucchini. All right, so place those around on here. You don't want them all on top of your tomatoes, so place some of them so the tomato can get some cheese on it. Kind of like that, maybe. All right, here we go. There we go. Now then, the next thing you're going to do is put your cheese on. I've got this much of some sharp cheese left, which isn't a lot, but hey, we're going to use a variety of cheeses today. I've been in town all morning. In Andalusia, Alabama today, it is 102 degrees in the shade. Not in the sun, but in the shade. I'm going to put all this on because I didn't have much. I might as well just use it up. You know that corn that I did the other day, or I was going to do some corn, but it was too hard. I shucked it while ago and threw the ears out in the yard and see if some birds or squirrels or somebody comes to eat it. Y'all remember to all right, so what you do is you take this and sprinkle the cheese here and there all over everybody. Kind of like that. All right, take you some other kind of cheese. I'm going to use mozzarella. And I'm going to put a little mozzarella here and there. All over it. Not much, just a little. You had got to saturate it like this. Now remember, I greased my pan. And all I did was slice tomatoes and zucchinis and put on whatever kind of cheese that you happen to have in your house. All right, I don't remember what kind this is, but I bought it. But I'm going to put a little bit of that on it. Just give me a minute. Give me a minute. It's too hot to go outside. We might as well just talk and be in the kitchen together. Right? Y'all agree with that? That's enough. All right, we're going to put this kind of cheese on. We don't even know what it is. I don't know what it is. It's good, though, but I threw the thing away when I first opened it because I didn't want my cheese to dry out, and I put some plastic wrap over it. All right, here we go. Now then it's time to put on your spices. Now here's where we're going to be different. You can put on anything you like. Maybe you've got a favorite spice. Maybe it's a jar with mixed spices in it. So I'm going to look in my little thing up here, right there, and I'm going to see what I've got. Well, here's a little garlic. I like that. There's one. Let's see what about this thing right here. Let me find it. I need to move my spices. This one's got some, this says all purpose, so it's got everything in it. It can go on anything. So that's what I'll use. I won't even use the garlic because this says it's got everything in it. Y'all put whatever you like on yours. Uh-oh, that's the wrong side. Better open this one. All right, so here we go. I'm just going to sprinkle this on here. Like that. You've got to put your spices on it, though, because that makes it taste extra, extra good. All right, my oven is set on 400 degrees. I'm going to pop this in. And the reason I put it on 400 is because the stuff in the oven that I just put in the oven was, the zucchini was cold because I ate the other half of it for breakfast. So now I'm going to turn my oven off. Watch this. I'm going to turn my oven off. Since I put that in there, I'm going to clear it. And I'm going to put it on broil. And I'm going to put it on high. So that means that that top part is going to get hot if you've got an electric stove. I want the cheese to melt and bubble and have a little bit of brownish on it, like it's kind of not fried, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean, don't you? I'm going to wipe y'all off. Let me get me a rag. Y'all are so cloudy, I can't even see you. Let me see what I'm doing here. Let's see if I can wipe you off without turning you off. Y'all, my skin is, I doctor on my skin and because it's dry. So when I get through washing it real good with that Amish soap, what I do is I grease up. I put on, you can put on anything you want to, olive oil, butter, any kind of oil that you've got, because in this kind of weather today, I heard a while ago on the news that we might have a thunderstorm this afternoon. I hate to say I'm looking forward to it, but I am. I hope that it's not bad, but I do hope we get some rain out of it. My plants look terrible. That's why I had to put y'all out in the yard with me. So in case y'all are wondering what we're doing today, I got out a cookie sheet with sides. I cut up a tomato kind of thick, and I greased the pan. I put sliced tomatoes all over it, sliced zucchinis all over it. Then I put whatever cheese I could find. And I happen to have some mozzarella, some sharp, and that, which I don't even know what that is. I just bought it, and I threw away the pack, so I don't really know what it is, what kind of cheese it is. And then you put seasoning on it, whatever kind you like. Season it up good. And then put it in your oven. And I had my oven preset on 400, so it would be already kind of hot. And now I turned my oven off and turned it on broil, because I want all that cheese to melt on the top and get kind of a little bit on the brown side. Now my oven, it'll turn off if it gets a certain degree. I don't know why it does that, but it does. So sometimes I roll up one of these and put right there so it won't, so the door can stay open. All right, it's melted. That's what's going to be for my lunch today. That's my lunch today. Yeah, y'all are just cloudy. Let's see who's on here. Here's Sharon Hardy. Doesn't aged cheese mold? Yes, it does. And all you do, and I've always done it, and my mama did it, we just cut off the mold and grated it right up. And I'm still living. And I'm still healthy. So, when your cheese molds, if you buy real cheese, now some of y'all, if you buying that fake cheese, don't buy that fake cheese. Get you some real cheese. Anyway, but if that block of real cheese has mold on the outside of it, just take you a good sharp knife, cut that mold off, all that part, throw it away, and grade your cheese. It is perfectly fine. So, are y'all following Cooking with Brenda Gantt? Are you following my page? Do you see what I cooked for you? Are you commenting? Did y'all know if you don't comment that Facebook thinks that you don't like it, so they won't put me up there in your little feed thing? So y'all need to always comment. You don't have to say much. Just say, love you, Brenda. And that's all you got to say. I'll see it. Do the same thing with cheese. Just trim it and it's all good. That's right. Just trim it. Have you ever had tomato pie? Yes, I even showed y'all how to make it. I did that on a video. Do y'all know how to go to Cooking with Brenda Gantt? I have a blue check mark on Facebook. It's a blue check mark. And I have 3,700,000 followers. So if you don't see that, then you must be following somebody that's not me, that they stole my videos. My Facebook has a blue check mark. I have 3,700,000 followers. And yes, I've made the tomato pie, I think, twice and showed you how. So sometimes you can look up Cooking with Brenda Gantt tomato pie and watch that video. But you can do it. Y'all need to play with your phone more often. That thing's like a little computer. It can do anything. Are y'all set up with Siri? I am. My children got it fixed for me. And I use Siri all the time. All the time. I'll just say, hey Siri, find me a tomato pie recipe. And she does. I couldn't say it out loud because if I did, the video would turn off because she'd be looking for tomato pie. Brenda Gantt's tomato pie. But do you make tomato dumplings? My grandmama did. No, I have not. And several people have asked me about tomato dumplings. And I have not made them. But I would love for you to send me the recipe so I can. All right, they're ready. This is how you want it to look. Let me turn this off. You want it to be kind of look like that. In other words, the cheese, let me turn you down where you can see it better. The cheese is melted, but it's still, and it's kind of a little on the brown side, but it's still runny and good. Now what I'm going to do is take me a plate and a spatula, and I am going to put some on my plate. I have been known to eat them out of the pie plate. You just kind of go up under them like that, and you put this on your plate like that. And y'all, you absolutely are not going to believe how delicious this is. Woo! I'm telling you, you are going to love it. Love it. Turn this tomato over. But you want your tomatoes good and hot and everything. This is how it looks. And the cheese is all melty. It's all melty and good. I probably am going to go out on the porch to eat mine. And when I get through with this live, I am going to clean my screen so I can see y'all. I have your volume 1 and 2 cookbook. The third one's yet to come. Yeah, it won't be long. They say it's going to be here in August. I hope so. I can't wait to get mine. Hello from South Arkansas. Hello, darling. Ever made tomato jam? No, but I had somebody give me a jar of it. All this great cooking, how are you so tiny? Y'all, now I'm telling you what, when I got up this morning, my little tail has not hit a chair except one place in town just for a few minutes. I had to go see somebody. Since early this morning, I've already cut some more grass. I have shucked corn and thrown the corn out in the yard for the birds. Let's see, what else have I done? I fixed my face and got dressed. I've fixed me alive. I've sliced these tomatoes. I just got through bleaching out my sink. Let me show you how beautiful and white it is. See there how clean it looks? And I did that, and then I watered these because these are plants that I am rooting. In other words, I've got this in water right now. Let me put you some light over here where you can see it. Now then, can you see that a little better? No, that didn't help it. What about that? Let's see if that'll help. All right, here is a leaf that I cut off of a begonia, and look at it. See that? That little root that's coming out. So I'm going to plant this in a few days, and a little plant will come up from that. This is one I stuck in there later. I don't know if it's rooting yet. It's got one. See that little tiny root right there? Can y'all see that? So that's my begonia. All right, here is my rosemary that I rooted. And look at it. It's got a big old wad of roots. I surely need to plant that. That's about 20 different rosemary things. What you do is just pull off all the bottom leaves. Cut your rosemary. Pull off all the bottom part leaves of it and then stick it in water. That's all you do, y'all. There's nothing to it. This is one right here that I'm trying. I hope it roots because that's that Indian paint. But so far, I haven't seen any roots. But I am hoping that it will because Hannah wants a cutting. And let's see. Here's some hydrangea. And I don't think it's rooted yet either. But you can do it in dirt. I've done it in dirt, but I thought maybe I'd just give this a try. So anyway, and this one needs water. Let me give it a little bit. My jar's filling up. Y'all know what kind of jar this is. This is so interesting. It's fat at the bottom, and then not at the top. That is a Kool-Aid jar. A Kool-Aid. Long time ago, you could go get you some Kool-Aid in a bottle. And that's the bottle. Isn't it amazing? Let's get back over here to my stuff. I don't want to eat it cold. I'm going to take a bite, then I'm fixing to close out. And all. Let's take us a bite of this tomato. Sit y'all back up there where you rightly belong. All right. Roll Tide, watching from Northport. That's my old stomping grounds. They used to not even have a hamburger joint hardly when I was there. But it's really grown since then. Take you a knife, cut your tomato. Ooh, my mouth's already watering. If I can get my fork in it. Oh my goodness, that's good. Let's cut us a zucchini. My cheese is wanting to come off of it. I'll have to put it back on there. Here's your zucchini. Y'all, I absolutely know that you have everything you need today to do this. And how do I know? I just know. You have a tomato in your house. You have a cookie sheet. You have either some zucchini or yellow squash. Either one will work. You have some cheese in your refrigerator. It may not be but one kind, but that's all you need. But if you got several, you can doctor it up. And you have some kind of spices. So there's no excuses. No excuses today. You don't have to go to the grocery store or anything. You've got everything you need, and you have a stove. So get in there and make you some of this right now, and then come back on my Facebook, on this thing, or you can go to Facebook. I mean, it'll be, I'm on Facebook. You can see this again if you look up Cooking with Brenda Gantt. After this is done, you can see it. Can y'all share this? Can you share a live? I don't know. Can you share one? I'm trying to figure out the water in the plants thing to propagate. Y'all, I just need to do a whole show. Here's somebody from Northport. I need to do a whole show on doing your plants, because here's the thing. You've got neighbors, and y'all can swap plant cuttings with one another, and both of you will have a lot. You're not going to spend a dime on it. Graduated from high school, I was 18. Y'all, I've got to go. I love you. Y'all, please make this. Please make this. And if you can share a live, which I don't know if you can or not, because I'm not very computer savvy, then do that. Make sure you comment on my Facebook page. And you know which one is mine. Cooking with Brenda Gantt. The little blue check mark. And I have 3,700,000 followers. If they don't have that many, then don't press follow, or they'll ask you to join. I don't ask you to join, so don't do that. I ask you to follow. Y'all have a wonderful day. Love all your recipes. I do too, because I'm hungry all the time. But anyway, I've got a tire just like everybody else does. But heck, it's like my granddaughter said. I said, I need to go to die. She said, Big Mama, you're 77 years old. You're supposed to have a little meat on your bones. That's what she said. All right, love y'all. Have a great day. Bye.